Good evening once again and welcome to the Pendleton Convention Center, the OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires 2012 State Championships. The boys championship in 2012 will pit the defending state champion Western Mennonite Pioneers against the East Linn Christian Academy Eagles. As East Linn Christian comes in with a 27-3 record, they went 12-2 through their conference. Western Mennonite 25-5 at 11-3. Western Mennonite starting five: Taylor Norwood, Gabe Louthen, Isaac Hess, Brian Hayes, and Bradley Branch for head coach Gary Hull. And for East Linn Christian Academy, Chaz Huey, Ton Cummins, Jake Bates, Austin Bates, and Cole Horner round out the five. And we've got a whistle immediately. And we've got something on the floor. Oh, there's just a little water bottle gets kicked onto the floor. That actually might help loosen everybody up a little bit of frivolity here at the start of a game that could best be described as a tense situation for these two teams. Regis actually was the regular season champion of the conference these two teams come out of. However, it was Western Mennonite finishing third, East Linn Christian finishing second. But in the tournament for the year for the Tri-River Conference, East Linn Christian ended up being the tournament champion. Chaz Hooley gets a steal. Now Horner goes the other end of the floor and gets fouled. Taylor Norwood, the 6'1 senior captain, commits the foul after he got his pocket picked. And so it will be Horner shooting a pair after the Hooley bucket for East Linn Christian. These two teams have met 3 times already this season. They account for 3 of the 5 losses for Western Mennonite on the year. January 11th at East Linn Christian, 50-42 in favor of the Eagles. February 1st, and it was Western Mennonite losing at home 71-62. And then in the Tri-River Conference tournament, East Linn Christian a 53-38 winner. And Kyle Cowan's team has really started to lock down defensively. They lead 4-0 right now after the 2 free throws hit on the other end by Horner. Taylor Norwood, one of their captains, working to the top of the key. His jumper's offline. Rebound, put back to float it in. Gabe Louthen, a 5'11 senior, gets the defending state champions on the board. A little bit more than a minute gone here in the first quarter of play. East Linn Christian in the navy with Columbia blue lettering and numerals. And the jumper's knocked down by Horner. A nice fadeaway there. And Horner puts East Linn Christian in front 6-2. Louthen out to the far side. Norwood, the senior, up top to the guard Hess, another senior for them. Hayes, a 4th senior on the floor. In fact, it's 4 seniors and a junior on the floor right now for Western Mennonite. Nice spin into the lane. Hayes gets fouled, and 2 shots coming. The foul is going to be on the big center, Austin Bates. First foul on the academy. And so Hayes with a couple of free throws coming for Western Mennonite. Gary Hull, 26 years as the head coach for the Pioneers. Last year finally got to cut down those nets at the end of the game when Western Mennonite beat Central Linn for the state championship. 1 of 2 trip, and it's a 3-point lead for East Linn Christian. They can fly, and Jake Bates is the one who can do it. Cousin of Austin Bates, which would explain why one of them is 5'9" and the other is 6'7". Hooley circles into the lane, floats one up and in. Chaz Hooley's got a couple of buckets to start this game, and it's an 8-3 lead for East Linn Christian. Hess holds on his hip. Now to Hayes. 5:40 left here in the first quarter. East Linn Christian with the 5-point advantage. This has been quite a Tri-River Conference tournament here in Pendleton this year. 4 boys teams. East Linn Christian, Western Mennonite, who we see here. Regis, who finished in 3rd place with a 62-53 win earlier today over Days Creek. Central Linn as well, who was 2 and done this year after getting to the championship game a year ago and winning the title 2 years ago. Here's Bradley Branch. He's the shooter. Shows you why. And cuts the East Linn Christian lead down to 3. 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Branch is the sharpshooter, but Gary Hole says Western Mennonite needs more than just Bradley. In fact, in one of their losses to East Linn Christian, he had 32 of their 42 points. Another miss on the East Linn Christian side of the floor. Norwood holding. Branch up top. And right now they're doing everything they can to have Cooley keep the ball out of Branch's hands off the ball. But Western Mennonite's going to need more than just Branch tonight. Just like last year when they won the state title, they need more than all everything. Pierre Zook, who was a 4-year varsity player and a 4-year Pendleton Convention Center superstar, a foul off of the ball. And that's going to be under the basket on Brian Hayes. Battling down low, but with Austin Bates, trying to keep the 6-7 post from establishing his position. And it will be Hayes out with his foul, the second on Western Mennonite. And Casey Peterson, a 6'1" senior, into the game. Cooley up top. Will attack Norwood and get back out. Horner on the near side. Man-to-man defense right now for Western Mennonite, and a foul as that was an attack by Jake Bates. Austin Bates has been having a cross-court conversation with head coach Kyle Cowan for the last 2 stoppages. And he's still looking back and trying to get what they want from his head coach. The foul, by the way, went against Loudon, his first, and the third on Western Mennonite. Another missed shot, another rebound for the Pioneers. They trail by 3, 3:33 left in the first. Top of the key, Norwood 3. Taylor Norwood hits from deep. And that ties the game. East Linn Christian came out in a flurry. The Western Mennonite has clawed their way back early in this 2012 2A state championship game. Western Mennonite's looking for their first win of the year against East Linn Christian, and a travel of the ball. Nice defense applied by Branch. And it looks like, as far as student sections go, the team from Corvallis is slightly outdrawing the team from Lebanon. And Western Mennonite with the student advantage. It's a packed house right now at the 2A championships. You got purple from Portland Christian up there in the crowd. You can see some Stanfield kids and coaches and fans around. Regis has stayed a little bit here as well to see their league foes go at it. And a foul as Branch attacks the line. Cooley got him on the arm. It's going to be the second foul on East Linn Christian. And a change for the Eagles as Ton Cummins will come out of the game. And Josh Gehrig, a 6-foot junior, will check in. Tied at 8, 2:51 left here in the first quarter. Up top for Norwood. Looks back, and head coach Gary Hole directs traffic. Peterson's first touch of the game, out wide to Loudon, who hits for 3. Loudon's got 5 now, and it's a 3-point lead Western Mennonite's way, but a foul up top is the 4th team foul on the Pioneers. This one will go on Loudon. Now he's got 2 fouls against him. Cole Horner to inbound. And early on, Western Mennonite has done well to keep East Linn Christian from establishing their post presence. And Bradley Branch, who stands at 6'3", is the one that is trying to check the 6'7" Austin Bates down low. Battling on that left block, those two are right now, as Horner controls up top. Out wide for Gehrig. Checked by Loudon. He'll drive in, dump it off. Bates loses it. Western Mennonite ball. The Pioneers are playing some good defense early on in this one. They've got the 3-point lead, 2:04 left. Not really a time for concern yet for Kyle Cowan. He's the first-year head coach, kind of. He spent 2 seasons coaching the girls at East Linn Christian. He was here last year with them. Missed shot under the basket by Branch. And a steal on the other end of the floor. Western Mennonite controls and they push the pace. Branch out wide, pull up long 2. His foot was on the line, but an offensive rebound as Peterson circles back out on top. Prior to the 2 years East Linn Christian coach Kyle Cowan had with the girls team, he was 8 years as an assistant coach and a co-head coach with the Eagle boys. So this is his second stint with the boys team. As I joked with him, he's kind of had one of those coaching careers where he bounces all around, except it's all been at the same school. His team trails by 3 right now with 1:05 left in the first period. Peterson out to Loudon. Western Mennonite definitely with some patience here, making East Linn Christian come out and guard them in the man-to-man. Peterson out wide. Will attack, finds some space, and Bates gets the block. Nice hesitation, but no shot made, and the rebound secured. A step to the right, Bates lays it in, no. Comes out, and the ball comes out of bounds. Western Mennonite's possession. 36.4 seconds left here, first quarter action. The Pioneers 11 and the Eagles 8. And it's been a while since East Linn Christian has put the ball in the basket. Norwood checked by Horner. Hess up top. Peterson right elbow off the back iron. Bates with a rebound. Final seconds. Bates looks up, sees the clock, hurls one towards the hoop, but that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Western Mennonite closes the quarter on an 8-0 run. Some big three-point shots for the Pioneers, and the defending state champions have a 3-point lead after 1 quarter of play at the Pendleton Convention Center. We'll be back with second quarter action on OSAA.tv.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said, "Go to Les Schwab." When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab store.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Second quarter here at the Pendleton Convention Center, and the OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A basketball state championship game. Western Mennonite 11, East Linn Christian Academy 8. Eric Olson with you on OSAA.tv. Pioneers in white with the possession. Casey Peterson out wide to Gabe Loudon. Up top to Taylor Norwood. Bradley Branch and Isaac Hess round out the 5 of the floor in white. And that's going to be an over in the back call. Peterson couldn't keep it in play after he lost the handle. So the Eagles in the navy blue and Columbia blue with the ball. Cole Horner to inbound. Jake Bates the point guard, and Chaz Hooley comes back to help him as well. Austin Bates and Josh Gehrig round out the 5 for the Eagles. They trail by 3, 30 seconds into the second quarter. Jake Bates free throw line, jumper, and that's cool as ice. Bates cuts the lead down to 1 with his first bucket of the ball game. And that ends a rather significant scoreless drought as well for East Linn Christian, as they came out on fire in the first 2 minutes, and I think they went about 6 minutes without putting the ball in the basket. Western Mennonite is really slowing this game out with a four corners look. Branch to the line, and he'll try to complete a three-point play the old-fashioned way. What a take into traffic. It didn't look like there was any chance, and Bates picks up the foul. Austin Bates has 2. East Linn Christian has 3. Branch, as a sophomore, was a all-tournament first-team selection for Western Mennonite, and his teammate, the graduated Pierre Zook, was a unanimous selection here at the tournament and also named the 2A Player of the Year last year. Zook was just spectacular for years here. Branch is trying to do his part. A 3 on the right wing, and that's going to come off on the Gehrig shot. But an offensive chance again, and this time Gehrig hits in the corner. Or was that Bates? No, it was Gehrig, I believe, in the corner on that one. Either way, the game is tied at 13 apiece. Norwood pressured up at the half-court line. Now Branch. Cooley on him. Hess, guarded by Horner, and Norwood again. And definitely Western Mennonite, just the way they've played so far, are showing that they want to slow this game down. Hit the hoop, no. Rebound for Peterson. His putback is off. Peterson gets his own rebound again, and they'll reset to Branch up top. Finds some space into the hole, and a blocking foul. Late to come over, Josh Gehrig couldn't quite get in front of Bradley Branch, and he commits the foul, and it will be the 4th team foul on East Linn Christian. John Stubblefield, the 5'6" sophomore for the Pioneers, will come in and expel the senior Norwood. Peterson to inbound on the baseline. Branch in the wing. Guarded by Bates right now. He'll go right around him to the 10, and he can't make it. Maybe Bates got a hand on that, but Branch secures in the corner. And Western Mennonite keeps their possession. Gary Hull said rebounding was going to be of the utmost importance. The sophomore zigged when it was Loudon thinking he was going to zag, and it's going to be East Linn Christian Academy's ball. Tied at 13, 5:29 on the clock here in the second period. The 2A state championship on the line in 2012. East Linn Christian Academy has 3 wins so far. And a timeout is given to Kyle Cowan before his team could touch the ball that was thrown into the backcourt. And so East Linn Christian Academy gets the 30-second timeout with 5:20 on the clock here in the second period. For East Linn Christian Academy, they, a year ago, did not attend this tournament as a boys team. They were one and done in the round of 16. In fact, they've been one and done in the round of 16 2 years in a row. In 2009, they finished in 6th place here at the Pendleton Convention Center. All time in 2A basketball, they have made 9 appearances and have a 12-13 overall record. This year was their 5th quarterfinal appearance. They've been to the semis now twice, and this is the first time East Linn Christian Academy's boys have been to the championship at the 2A level. They went to the title game in 1991 as a 1A team. Their only time making the playoffs as a 1A team, but they lost to Elkton at Baker High School in 91, 46-38. So this is the school's second ever chance at a state title. Big pick there by Peterson, racing the other end of the floor. He'll go one-on-one with Horner, draw the foul, get the bucket, and go to the line. Casey Peterson played the defense on the help side perfectly, and then he raced down to the other end of the floor and took Horner one-on-one. Horner committed the foul, and Peterson has a chance for a 3-point play. That was the 5th team foul on East Linn Christian Academy. and Horner's first. Peterson misses off the back iron, but the offensive rebound is secured by Western Mennonite, and they get it back out on top to Branch. 3 minutes gone in the second period. Gary Hull is shouting directions. Robbie Gillum, one of the assistant coach, is doing his best to direct traffic as well. Branch can't hit at the 10, and the rebound's pulled down by Austin Bates. His cousin Jake Bates racing into the right wing. Trapped into a double team, and now a reach-in foul on Branch. Bradley Branch just a little bit late going for that ball that time. And it is going to be Branch's first, 5th team foul on Western Mennonite. 4:37 left here in the second period, and the Pioneers lead by 2. Up top, Bates works in, gets a foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Stubblefield, the sophomore, picks up the foul. It's his first and the 6th on the Pioneers. Western Mennonite has a bit more of a storied history in the tournament. In fact, this is their 20th ever playoff appearance. They have an all-time record of 36-28. This year's quarterfinal was their 13th. The semifinal yesterday, their 8th. This is their 3rd time to the championship game. And they're looking for their 2nd title after winning last year. Beating Central Linn 58-52. Branch wide open for 3, but a little bit too short. Maybe a little bit too open. That's flipped to nobody by Loudon out of bounds. East Linn Christian ball. Western Mennonite with a 1-point lead. 4:16 left here in the second quarter. Now the Pioneers applying full court pressure. Really just another way to try to take time off the clock, because that's definitely what they're doing offensively. But to make the guards work to get it up the floor. There's a pick coming the other direction. Hess by himself works into the lane. He traveled. Yeah, he did. Tried to step around the defender, and he moved his pivot foot. 4:01, so the halfway point of the second quarter, essentially. And the Pioneers winning a defensive ball game, 15-14. Offensive foul, they're going to get Bates for lowering his shoulder into Loudon. Loudon was right on top of Bates. I suppose if you're looking through navy and Columbia blue glasses, that was contact initiated by Loudon. But instead, Bates gets called for the offensive charge. 6th-team foul on East Linn Christian. It's the first on Jake Bates. Loudon's open in that corner. He'll take the shot that's wide open and roll it in. He's got 8 of the 18 for Western Mennonite, and the lead is now 4, largest for either team in the game. East Linn Christian, was up 4 at 4-0. To answer back, no. Rebound, put back, yes, for Hooley. Hooley chases down his own miss and cuts the Western Mennonite lead down to 2. 3.5 left in the first half. Danny Martinez into the game, a 5'10 senior. Right on the near side of the screen. Loudon up top, and Norwood. As the Pioneers continue to have very patient offensive possessions. Martinez dives to the floor, jump ball. As Bates and Gehrig down there as well. No, check that. It was Blake Warren, a 6'3 sophomore, who checked in at the last stoppage, tying that one up. Possession arrow, East Linn Academy. 3:05 left here in the second period, and the Pioneers by 2. The Eagles with the possession. Julio will bring it up against Peterson. Peterson has 1 steal in the game against Hooley. A lot of dribbling there, but Hooley controls. Looks the handoff. Nobody's there on the handoff, and Hooley gets it back. He'll circle into the lane all the way to the tin, but can't finish. Bates with the rebound, and he's fouled on the putback. Danny Martinez will send Bates to the line to shoot a pair. It's the first on Martinez, and then now the 17th foul on Western Mennonite. For the final 2:41 here in the second quarter, East Linn Christian Academy will be in the bonus. Bates' first free throws of the game in their quarterfinal victory, 69-42 over Stanfield. Bates had 7 points, 13 assists, 13 rebounds. I'll get it right. There's two Bates, they're right next to each other. 7 points, 13 rebounds. In their semifinal yesterday win over Days Creek, Bates 7 points, 20 rebounds, which is a 2A tournament record. The lead for Western Mennonite is down to 1. Branch in the lane, a fade away and right in. Bradley Branch has 7, and it's a 3-point advantage again for the Pioneers. 2:11 left here in the second quarter. Bates on the baseline, jumpers off the back iron, and the rebound touched by Norwood last. It'll be East Linn Christian Academy's ball. Chaz Hooley will put it in play. Lobbed in to Austin Bates. Hooley on the near sideline, working back up top. Branch has him now. And a travel of the ball there, as Branch was going to swat it away anyways. But it'll be a turnover on East Linn Christian Academy. 1:45 left here in the second quarter. And I think this is the type of game that Western Mennonite felt they had to play against East Linn Christian. Do a bit of a motion offense right now, more attacking with the final 90 seconds of the second quarter, although Norwood's going to circle all the way back to half court. Louthen into the hands of Peterson. 20-17 Western Mennonite. Martinez, the senior, open. Louthen's three is going to be off the iron. Tipped right back to Loudon over the back call on Peterson. And that was good. Peterson was climbing right over the top of Jake Bates, who had got the inside position. A very good box out there by Bates, and it's going to be the 8th team foul on Western Mennonite. And so the foul on Peterson, his first, is going to bring us to the other end of the floor where Jake Bates will have a 1-and-1 opportunity. He is 1 of 2 at the free throw line so far, and that accounts for his single point in the game. Minute and 11 seconds left, and that one rattles out. Branch gets the rebound. 3-point advantage here for Western Mennonite's Pioneers. The final 60 seconds of the first half of the 2A championship game for boys basketball in 2012. Martinez at least looked like he was thinking about teeing up a long three, but the Pioneers will go back essentially into four corners. Branch battling inside, but everything's out on the perimeter, about 30 feet away from the basket. Norwood comes and intercepts a pass for nobody. And he'll circle right away from his defender. Tip pass, Peterson in the lane, bounces it back up to Branch, 30 seconds left. Kyle Cowan clapping his hands together, trying to get his team to continue this good defensive possession. Peterson gets the offensive rebound, back out on top. East Linn Christian Academy's been playing defense for a full minute. Louthen on the far side with 8 seconds left. Into Branch, 6 seconds left. He'll fade away over Bates and knock it down. Jake Bates flings one the other end of the floor at the end of the first half. And Bradley Branch turnaround gives him 6 points in the quarter, 9 points in the game. And Western Mennonite will take a 22-17 lead into the locker room here over East Linn Academy in the 2A state championship game. Well, it was Western Mennonite who controlled the pace and style of the game in the first half, We'll see what adjustments East Linn Christian Academy and Kyle Cowan have in the second half when we come back to the Pendleton Convention Center. During the halftime break, we'll leave you with the sights and sounds here in the Roundup City on OSAA.tv.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said, "Go to Les Schwab." When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
My friends and I were driving to the Salt Lake Airport to fly to a music teachers conference when our tires started going flat. We called the Les Schwab in Ogden, Utah, and they said,
"Come on in.
They were so fast, we didn't even eat the free popcorn.
There you go."
And we even made our flight. In a world where such great customer service is not always the case, it's nice to know there's Les Schwab. I'm Bonnie Lamborn, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
You can enjoy the best moments from this year's OSAA State Championships over and over again. Just purchase a high-quality DVD from prepfilms.com. Order online from prepfilms.com and you'll get an enhanced version that includes scoreboard graphics. Prepfilms.com also has an extensive archive of past OSAA State Championships. Prepfilms.com, your online home for OSAA State Championship video. High school sports officials. Out. They give back by staying involved in the games they love.
2, green, takedown.
They help our athletes play by the rules.
Travel.
They earn extra money while doing it. And they have a chance to go to state every year. There are 3,700 certified officials in Oregon, and we're looking for more. How about you?
Holding on the offense.
Become an official. Contact the Oregon Athletic Officials Association.
Make the call.
The OSAA Foundation was founded in 2005 to enhance the future of Oregon high school activities. Since then, more than $800,000 has been raised to positively impact student athletes statewide. OSAA Foundation grants have helped schools introduce the Impact Concussion Management Program and help thousands of students through the Student Assistance Program. To get involved with the OSAA Foundation, visit osaafoundation.org.
Hi, we're Chris
and Anna Groneveld, local dairy farmers from Monroe, Washington.
The Dairy Farmers of Washington, along with Les Schwab Tires, are proud co-title sponsors of the WIAA High School State Championships.
The Washington Interscholastic Activities Association supports high school programs and activities that keep our kids growing in mind and body.
Today's high school students will be some of tomorrow's community leaders, and we feel it is important to do our part in helping foster an appreciation of community, responsibility, teamwork, and sportsmanship in today's youth.
The WIAA helps provide those opportunities through athletic, artistic, and academic competition.
Please join the Dairy Farmers of Washington and Les Schwab Tires in supporting young people in your community by attending your local high school state championships.
For a complete list of events and activities in your area, visit WIAA.com.
And Jake Bates, 6. The Western Mennonite getting 9 for 23.
Sounds like you've been part of a lot of projects.
39% face shot.
A lot of projects that were kind of starting up.
Brian Hayes has 1. Casey Peterson has 2 points. Taylor Norwood with 3. Gabe Alvin has 8. And Ryan Branch with 8.
And then they're like, well, we gotta let you go now because you're doing okay. I was like, I just got hired as my first job. I was just like so excited. I'm out of college. I'm like, yes, I got a job. It's like all I wanted was security. And they're like, oh, the NBA's gonna walk out. So you're actually PA. You were gonna do. I was a production assistant at all the clock and score graphics for the Blazers for like 6 years. Running everything. Starting lineups, halftime stats, in-game stats, team percentages, all of it. You gotta be quick. Yeah, but we had a killer spreadsheet that we built, and then it just had like all these buttons, and you can allocate certain things, fouls, the players. And we did the Blazers had the first ever where it would slide out on the scoreboard and it would say Rasheed Wallace 30 points, and it would slam back in right after he made it. That was all me. I got so we won an Emmy. We won an Emmy for that stuff. But now everybody, now technology's caught up. People need to do it. Before we had like a specialty spreadsheet. You know, you only got tracked like 12 of the, your team, you track the Disney team. Because you're doing the whole broadcast, your mental broadcast. You only cover Oregon State. Who cares what Nevada or Stanford's doing, you know? But yeah, and it was really good. I got a lot of experience and met a lot of people. And then I got laid off and they didn't, you know, it's like you should get every call now at Oregon State if somebody's sick. Derek, you want to come down with the football, baseball, wrestling? You should get every call because you just put on a slack and get because it's a state-run company.
Support your local Oregon high school.
So, yeah.
Your local sports store is committed to helping our high school succeed. Baseball, stand on the drive line at your local sports store. For over 30 years, Pacific Office Operation has remained locally owned and operated. They support the community and people and places that matter. That's why they continue to support OSAA year after year. To learn more, visit PacificOffice.com. Pacific Office Automation, problem solved. U.S. Bank has been proud to sponsor the OSAA State Championship since 1984. Stop in and see what U.S. Bank has to offer. U.S. Bank, all of us serving you. At Les Schwab Tires, they know buying tires today means more than just price. That includes service, selection, quality, and value. That's why dollar for dollar, tire for tire, Les Schwab has a tire store you can trust. Les Schwab Tires, proud sponsor of the OSAA Championships and doing the right thing since 1952.
Why don't we run a minute break? All right.
We were driving from Portland to California for a bike race when a tire went flat. We limped into Les Schwab, but it was closed for the night. Hoping for some good Les Schwab mojo, we began changing it ourselves. Just then, John appeared and reopened the store. He quickly assessed that all the tires were about to go and got us a new set so we could make the race. Super John deserves a medal for rescuing our road trip. I'm Kim Brown, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
Back here at the 2012 2A state championship boys game, the Western Mennonite Pioneers trying to defend their 2011 title lead East Linn Christian Academy 22-17 as we start the third quarter. Western Mennonite in the home white uniforms, East Linn Christian in navy and Columbia blue. The Pioneers with the ball and the 5-point lead. They went into the locker room with the advantage. Bradley Branch leading the way for Western Mennonite. 9 points. Gabe Louthen had 8. Taylor Nordwood with 3, 2 for Casey Peterson. Brian Hayes with 1. Western Mennonite shot 39% from the floor. East Linn Christian 37% from the floor, but only 6 of 16 from the field. Really, the style of play has fit what Western Mennonite wants to do, at least the way they are setting up offensively. A very much four corners, patient, perimeter offense to bring out East Linn Christian, suck their bodies out from the paint area, and then attack the rim maybe in a one-on-one setting. 5 on the floor in white for Western Mennonite. Taylor Northwood, Gabe Louthen, Isaac Hess, Brian Hayes, and Bradley Branch. Hayes attacks to the right and lays it in off the 10. First basket of the ball game for Hayes. And now the Western Mennonite lead is 24-17, and the possession was about a minute and 20 seconds, and quickly to answer back, Chaz Hooley. And that's just the difference between the two styles, is the Pioneers scored in a minute and 20 seconds and wanted it that way. East Linn Christian came back and scored in 8 seconds. This time it's Hayes quickly to the rim. And Brian Hayes has Western Mennonite up to 26-19. 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. For Cowens, East Linn Christian Academy, that's Jake Bates who takes the 3 that's short. Austin Bates, Ton Cummins, Cole Horner, and Chaz Hooley, the 5 on the floor. But they trail by 7. Hess to half court and Norwood there. And Horner is running all over on the perimeter trying to check the guards. Louthen guarded by Bates, and he gets right past him. Dumps to the baseline, Norwood back up to Branch. And they've been using Hooley to try to check Branch as much as possible. And Branch goes diving past the rim as he can't get that lay-in. Bates the other direction. This is Jake Bates out wide. A triple goes down from Horner. Cole Horner's got 7. And now it's 26-22. 3 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Norwood on the near sideline. Hayes has hit a couple of nice buckets against Austin Bates in the middle. Hayes again will size up Bates and he'll lose the ball. Stripped away by Jake Bates. The cousin helping on the help side defense there with the taller cousin, and now a foul on the other end of the floor. Casey Peterson, the 6'1 senior, will be coming in for Western Mennonite. And Josh Gehrig will come into the game for East Linn Christian to replace Cummins. Hayes comes out after hitting those 4 points for the Pioneers. Western Mennonite's lead is 4 with 4:36 on the clock. Jake Bates circles into the paint and can't get the lay-in to go. Gets his own rebound on the head fake. Austin Bates back to Jake Bates. And now around a pick and roll. Horner just hit a 3. Spins into the paint, blocked away by Norwood. Right back to Horner. Hooley to Horner. Right there with Bates, who will run the point. Now a good defensive possession here for Western Mennonite, but Hooley erases all of the good defense with that bucket. He's got 4 in the quarter and 10 total. The Pioneers' lead is down to 2. 3:45 left here in the third period. Into Branch. Drives in left side and he gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Chaz Hooley wasn't able to keep him out of the paint that time. And 2 free throws coming as Hooley Branch hits the first. As a team, Western Mennonite was just 1 of 4 from the free throw line in the first half. Branch gets both of them, 28-24. 3.5 minutes left here in the third period. Jake Bates loses his dribble. Checked by Loudon, but he gets it to Austin Bates. Far side to Horner. And now Hooley up top. Horner in the corner, out to Jake Bates. He'll attack the paint, scoop shot, no, Austin Bates follows.
Austin Bates!
2-point lead again for the Pioneers. 3 minutes left here in the third period. Peterson open on the wing, given some space. He'll attack the block and draw a foul. It's going to be the second team foul on East Linn Christian Academy in the second half with 2:57 left on the clock in the third quarter. Picked up by Josh Gehrig, the junior guard. He gets his second foul of the game. So now Casey Peterson, who missed his only free throw opportunity in the first half, at the line with 2 points. And he rattles out the first. The 6'1" senior guard will tee up one more. And misses both. Iron unkind for Peterson at the line. And the Western Mennonite lead is just 2 with 2:50 left here in the third period. Austin Bates fouled up top by Branch. Branch kind of looked quickly at the official, Greg Clark, but Branch got him on the arm. It's going to be the second on Branch. Second team foul on Western Mennonite. Horner hands to Bates. And stripped away there, but picked right back up by Bates. And Hooley again. East Linn Christian. Little 1-4 high look to get Bates the ball on the top of the key. Around a pick from Austin Bates. Western Mennonite. Man-to-man, but they're sagging a bit. They want East Linn Christian to shoot from the outside. And the Eagles won't oblige. A travel of the ball is going to be called there. Hess had taken it and tried to dribble as he leaped a player, but it's going to be the Eagles' ball on the baseline. Western Mennonite still holding on to the very tight 2-point lead with 2:13 left here in the third period. Lob into Austin Bates, and now Jake Bates up top, guarded by Loudon. Austin Bates into a double team, loses the handle, and it's a jump ball. It was either going to be a jump ball or a traveling call on Austin Bates. It looked like Bates actually had possession and he sat down, and arguably could have been a traveling and the ball going Western Mennonite's way, but it's going to be East Linn Christian Academy with the position, and 2:02 left here in the third quarter. The Eagles trailing by 2. Jake Bates to change that. Austin Bates attacks, left side, blocked away there by Branch. Coming across on the health side, and the junior erases the shot. Hess up top for the Pioneers as they lead by 2. 1:40 left here in the third quarter. Far side for Loudon. Puts the ball on his left hip. Now Austin Bates will come out to apply the count on him. And they hand to Norwood. Western Mennonite had got away from this 4 corners for a little bit of this third quarter, but now they're going to try to spread them out again. This is the matchup they want for sure. I think Loudon could blow past Austin Bates just with his speed, but he hasn't. And now they're able to switch and get Horner on the guard up top. Minute left here in the third quarter. And Austin Bates is not close enough, so Loudon will stand with the ball on his left hip. 50 seconds left. And apparently, we're in last shot offense here. With no shot clock in Oregon, you can do this. Gary Hull, the 26-year head coach for Western Mennonite, trying to set up the play he wants. Now a half minute left, in fact less than that, 25 seconds left. Now they want to switch. Kyle Cowan is going to switch Bates off of Loudon. 15 seconds left, and Loudon will start to dribble, hand to Peterson. Western Mennonite up by 2, and it's going to come out, last touch, they'll say off of Peterson, and that one looked like it came off of Jake Bates' shoe top, out of bounds on the far sideline. The guys in stripes have done well, but I think that one was missed. I think that was off of the shoelaces of Jake Bates. Either way, the Pioneers took about a minute and 20 seconds off the clock, and there's just 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Cooley to Horner. Elbow jumper off, and the rebound put back at the buzzer's too long from Austin Bates, who wanted a call. It'll be Western Mennonite by 2 on a low-scoring third quarter of play. Western Mennonite scores just 6. Eastland Christian gets 9. The Pioneers by 2 going into the fourth here on OSAA.TV.
We were driving from Portland to California for a bike race when a tire went flat. We limped into Les Schwab, but it was closed for the night. Hoping for some good Les Schwab mojo, we began changing it ourselves. Just then, John appeared and reopened the store. He quickly assessed that all the tires were about to go and got us a new set so we could make the race. Super John deserves a medal for rescuing our road trip. I'm Kim Brown, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
Well, the defending state champions, Western Mennonite, have made it clear that they are going to shorten this game the best they can. They had the ball for all but 8 of the final minute and 40 seconds of the third quarter. They didn't end up getting the last shot. It was dribbled out of bounds. Pressure on the far sideline and a steal there. Chaz Hooley took the ball away. Eastland Christian's going to have to apply pressure, though. They trail by 2, 28-26. That quarter was 6-9, Western Mennonite, Eastland Christian. Jake Bates dumps it off left side and a travel. Josh Gehrig walked with the ball on the baseline. Good call there, and it's going to be Pioneer ball. Now, you can already see Cole Horner is going to look to speed up. It looked like he was going to pressure Norwood up the floor. Norwood is going to take essentially all 10 seconds off the clock before he gets it across the timeline. But Eastland Christian is now looking to trap the ball. That's going to come out, last touch off of Western Mennonite, the hands of Isaac Hess. It'll be the ball for the Eagles. And a timeout for Gary Hull, a full timeout here with 7:23 on the clock in the fourth quarter. You understand the situation is Western Mennonite's lost Eastland Christian already 3 times this season. And in those games, it was 50-42, 71-62, and 53-38. And Eastland Christian Academy has, at this point, according to their head coach, Kyle Cowan, they're playing some of their best basketball of the season. They're playing some of their best defense of the season. They pride themselves on their man-to-man. And obviously, when you have a 6'7" body like Austin Bates in the middle, it makes it very tough for Western Mennonite to score the way they like to score. With Branch attacking the basket and opening up outside shots and getting the ball inside and getting Hayes to the 10, and it opens up the perimeter. It's an inside-outside style, but with Bates in there, Western Mennonite has decided to show Eastland Christian that, based on the scores, something they haven't seen this year from the Pioneers. Now, in an effort to slow the game down as well, Western Mennonite is extending their defense essentially full court, just to make it a little bit harder to get the ball up court, make it take a little bit longer. Cooley down onto the baseline, and a travel of the ball by Cole Horner. Eastland Academy has had a couple of traveling violations here on their last couple of possessions. Western Mennonite up by 2. A minute gone here in the fourth period of the OSAA US Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A Boys Basketball State Championship game. Eastland Christian opened this game on fire. In fact, they scored 8 points in about the first 2 minutes. No kickball called there, and Austin Bates obviously stuck his foot out purposely to kick that ball, and they didn't call it, and now it's going to stay off of Western Mennonite. Bates should have got called for a kickball there, and Western Mennonite should have had a baseline inbound. 6:44 left in the fourth quarter, and the Pioneers lead by 2. It's been an incredibly low-scoring second half of play. After the 8 minutes of the third quarter, and now a 90-second portion of the fourth quarter, there have just been 15 points. Branch grabs a big rebound there for the Pioneers. Wide open to the 10 and laying it in. Hess with the nice cut. And as Eastland Christian has extended their defense, it has opened cuts like that one Hess just had. Three-pointer missed. Branch with the rebound on the Hooley shot. 2 minutes gone in the fourth quarter. 30-26 in favor of the defending state champions. Eastland Christian, the number 1 ranked team in the state. Western Mennonite is number 2 based on the OSAA's RPI rankings, which is a formula put together based on your win percentage that is weighted. Home wins are not worth quite as much as road wins. Also, your opponent's winning percentage and your opponent's winning percentage. The four corners offense continues for the Pioneers, but Eastland Christian has extended and is looking for traps. On the far sideline, down to the near side, Peterson attacks into the corner for Loudon. A pull-up 6 off the glass. Loudon's got 10. And it's a 6-point lead for Western Mennonite. 3 minutes gone in the fourth period. To the 10 and a nice lay-in by Jake Bates. That is his first field goal of the entire game. And it's going to cut the Western Mennonite lead down to 4. They look to trap. Wide open Loudon will take it in. Offensive foul. Nice job by Chaz Hooley to come across on the help side defense, get to the right block, and park himself in front of Loudon to draw the charge. And Alan Loudon, that is his 4th foul. It's only the 3rd on Western Mennonite here in the second half. Eastland Christian's only committed 2. Loudon with 4. Branch has 2. Nobody else really is in trouble for the Pioneers. Austin Bates and Chaz Hooley and Josh Gehrig each have 2 for Eastland Christian Academy. 4:35 left here in the fourth quarter. Really, the teams could use a few more whistles. If this one gets late and they don't have a lot more team fouls, it's going to be hard to play the possession game. Jake Bates, a leader, falling away and hits it, and a timeout for Kyle Cowan and Eastland Christian Academy, as now the Eagles have drawn back to within just 2, down 30-32. A little bit more scoring in the fourth quarter, but not a ton. 4:22 left here in the 2012 state championship game. Eastland Christian Academy is looking for their first ever boys basketball state title. They played in the 1991 final as a 1A school and lost to Elkton at Baker City High School. This is their first 2A trip to a championship game. Gary Hull and Western Mennonite are in their 20th all-time playoff appearance, their 3rd championship game, And they have one title. It was last year over Central Linn, 58-52. Four minutes, 22 seconds left out of the Eastland Christian Academy timeout. And it's going to be Peterson to walk it up. Jumper at the free throw line for Horner, back iron off, rebound in the lane, and a jump ball is going to be called with 3:45 left. Possession arrow is Eastland Christian Academies. At a substitution for Western Mennonite, Danny Martinez will check in for Isaac Hess. .345 left here in the fourth, and a 2-point lead for the Pioneers. Bates dribbling up top. Out into the corner. Garrick will attack, bounce it to Austin Bates. And back at the free throw line, it's going to be Julio backs up. Horner. Fade away, knocks it down and ties the game at 32 with 3:20 left here in the fourth period. Near sideline, and Loudon keeps it in play. He'll attack into the corner. Peterson for three to answer back off the back iron, and a rebound foul is going to be called. I think it's on Danny Martinez. No, it's not on Danny Martinez. It's going to be called on Branch. His third, fourth team foul on Western Mennonite. 3:03 left here, and we're tied at 32. The Eagles have erased a 6-point deficit in this quarter. Nice over the pass, knocked away by Peterson out of bounds. It's going to be Eastland Christian Academy's ball. .248 left here in the fourth quarter, tied at 32. Norwood will slowly bring it across the timeline. Far side, Loudon, trapped just inside half court. Western Mennonite might need a timeout. No, they get it to Branch. He essentially has a 3-on-2, and he bounces off of, foul's going to be called. As Branch got it inside, they're going to call a reach-in foul. And it will go against Hooley. It is his third, and the fourth team foul on Eastland Christian Academy. 2:33, Branch spins on the left block, might have got away with a walk. It comes out off of Bates. I think he took an extra step as he came across the lane. But maybe he didn't. He is a spectacular player. Maybe he's got the body control to make that play. Lob in over the top. And all the way towards half court, Norwood. Open in the corner. Peterson doesn't want that shot. He took it a little while ago. Martinez on the right wing. The senior attacks the basket. Peterson and out at top again to Loudon. And Loudon throws it right into the hands of Horner. Tied at 32 with 2:10 left. Cooley circles up top, and Jake Bates holds. Gehrig on the far side. Now Hooley. They want Austin Bates. It's stolen away. Loudon just picked Bates' pocket. 2 minutes gone. 2 minutes left. Branch across the timeline. Far side for Norwood. It's still 32 all. Western Mennonite's going to have to score at some point, and a foul up top. That is the 4th team foul on East Linn Christian Academy. It'll go on Josh Gehrig, his 3rd. And now each team has 4 team fouls. 1:41 left here in the 4th quarter. Kyle Cowan has lost the suit jacket as he's become far more animated here, trying to direct his team's defense. That's thrown away. Norwood threw it right to his head coach, Gary Hull. 1:31 left and a timeout, and we'll take it as well. Tied at 32. The 2A title game comes down to the final 91 seconds on OSAA.tv.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from U.S. Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank.
check. One minute and 31 seconds left in the OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires 2012 Boys State Championship game. I suppose we should say 1 minute and 31 seconds left in regulation. East Linn Christian Academy, the #1 ranked team in the tournament with 32 points. Western Mennonite, the #2 seed and the defending state champions, also with 32 points. East Linn Christian Academy with the ball. Josh Gehrig on the floor with Jake Bates and Austin Bates, Cole Horner and Chaz Hooley. And Hooley, Horner, Bates, and Bates have essentially played the whole game. Bradley Branch, Gabe Louthen, Danny Martinez, Taylor Norwood, and Casey Peterson on the floor for the Pioneers. A top of the key, long 2 for Horner, rattles around and out. Tip to Bates, and a foul's going to be called. Will they give it? Yes, they will call the continuation. It looked like I thought Branch had fouled way before the shot, and that was given as a continuation there to Austin Bates. He'll have a chance for a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Branch has his 4th foul as well. Branch went up into the air trying to get a big block, and it was at the same time that Austin Bates gave a head fake. And so he pulled the ball back down, and that's when Branch landed on top of him. And I thought that was a continuation play, but they're going to let Bates shoot the free throw. And Austin Bates has just 8 points in this game, but it's given East Linn Christian Academy a 35-32 lead here with 1:16 left.
30-second timeout, East Linn.
And we will step aside again here and come back from the Pendleton Convention Center on OSAA.tv.
We were driving from Portland to California for a bike race when a tire went flat. We limped into Les Schwab, but it was closed for the night. Hoping for some good Les Schwab mojo, we began changing it ourselves. Just then, John appeared and reopened the store. He quickly assessed that all the tires were about to go and got us a new set so we could make the race. Super John deserves a medal for rescuing our road trip. I'm Kim Brown, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
East Linn Christian Academy 35, Western Mennonite 32. A minute 16 left in the 4th quarter of the OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires 2A Boys Basketball State Championships. When Western Mennonite has needed a big shot this season, it has been the junior Bradley Branch. And they are going to have Chaz Hooley do everything he can to keep the ball out of Branch's hands. There's still plenty of time, so right now Western Mennonite is just running through their offense looking for a basket. Peterson holding up top. Norwood. Around a pick from Branch. Norwood back to Peterson. He'll attack, dump it off right side. Nice layup. No, miss. Put back, no. Tip back out, and Eastland Christian Academy's got the ball with 37 seconds left. And Western Mennonite's got a foul. It's poked away by Loudon, rolls out, dive for it on the floor, still loose, flung out, and it's going to be secured by Gehrig. And now finally the foul is committed by Loudon. 24.6 seconds left. The Eastland Christian Academy Eagles up by 3, and that is team foul number 5 on Western Mennonite. It's going to go against Gabe Loudon, and he will foul out of the game. 5 fouls for Loudon and 10 points. Danny Martinez comes back in. Austin Bates will inbound for the Eagles. In their second ever state title game as a school, they look for their first state championship, and they look to unseat last year's champion. Danny Martinez is finally going to get the foul on Bates. He was hounding him. And that, I said the last one was the 5th team foul. It was the 6th, so that is the 7th team foul. Martinez is second. And at the other end of the floor, free throws coming for Jake Bates, who is 1 of 3 from the free throw line. And Eastland Christian Academy as a team is 5 of 8. It's a 1-and-1, and it's rattled home by Bates. That makes it a 2-possession ball game. And now Western Mennonite is going to call a timeout. And Gary Hull and his team at this point down 36-32 with 22.5 seconds left. As you look at Eastland Christian Academy, it's really their defense. And that was one of the things that Kyle Cowan said before the game. Look, this is what we do. We want to hold people to under 10 points per quarter. Western Mennonite scoring by quarter 11, 11, 6, and so far 4 in this quarter. So defensively, they've done exactly what they go to a game to do. Hold the team under 40 points. It is going to take about 40 points for Western Mennonite to win this game, it looks like. It's not like Eastland Christian Academy has lit this place on fire tonight. They have 8, 9, and 9. But in this quarter, they've scored 8 points. And it has been enough to this point to take the 2-possession lead. If you're Gary Hull in the huddle, you have to draw up things assuming that they are going to be down by 5. But essentially, down by 4 and down by 5 don't really mean a whole lot. You need 2 buckets. And with 22 and a half seconds left, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to get the 2-point bucket first. If you can get it quickly, get a 2, and then try to get a steal on the inbound before you foul. Bates is tonight 50% from the free throw line at 2 of 4. He has 1 more free throw coming. This is the back end of a 1-and-1. To make it a 5-point game, and it can't. Branch gets the rebound. So it's a 4-point game. Branch gets it to the near side to Peterson. 17 seconds left. They got to go, and now a timeout. And Gary Hull shaking his head a little bit like his team didn't really realize the situation because they got it across the timeline, and then they slowed up. And really, even if you go for the 2 or the 3, you got to go with just 22 seconds left. But at this point, I think message number 1 as you go into the huddle is Eastland Christian Academy is don't foul. And the final message as you come out of the huddle is don't foul. Because even if they make a 3-point shot, you still got the 1-point lead. Now for Western Mennonite's Pioneers, they got to draw something up here that can get them a quick bucket. Probably something with 2 options. I would think Branch off of some screens for a 3, and if he gets closed out, hopefully somebody on the backside for a little quick 2-pointer. Tonight, Taylor Norwood has hit a 3-point shot. Gabe Loudon has hit 2 of them. Branch has hit 1. He has 11 points. Loudon, though, is fouled out of the game, so they don't have him as an outside shooter. Far side inbound, Taylor Norwood to put it in play. Branch is down on the block. Michael Peterson here on the near side in front of his bench. And they're going to lob it into the backcourt for Hess. Hess right back to Norwood. And it's going to be Martinez, kicks to Peterson, left wing. 8 seconds left, the jumper's up and out. The rebound secured by Horner. And with 5 seconds left, up by 4, Eastland Christian Academy starts to celebrate. It's not over, but it's nearly over. Martinez picks up the foul, it's his third. And it'll just be Cole Horner, who is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He has 7 points. Now it's still 7. Branch gets the rebound. Branch will bring it up, fling a shot up at the buzzer. It's off, and Eastland Christian Academy is the champions. First ever state title for Eastland Christian Academy boys basketball. It had been decades since they'd been in the title game, and they upset the defending champions. The number 1 seed coming into the tournament makes it stand. They win a low-scoring defensive struggle tonight, 36-32. The Eagles don't really care about the final score. All they care about is they're going to cut down the nets at the Pendleton Convention Center. Well, it was one of those rough and tough games that you might expect from the Roundup City in Pendleton, and it's exactly what we got here tonight. 4 times this season, Eastland Christian Academy has played Western Mennonite. The Pioneers gave them their best shot of the season here tonight, led for most of the game, but in the end, it's Eastland Christian Academy who wins the 4th quarter, 36-32, the final score. Let's step aside here, and we'll come back and wrap things up this evening from Pendleton's Convention Center in the OSAA US Bank Les Schwab Tires 2012 Boys State Championship on OSAA.tv.
One Saturday night, someone went through town slashing tires. Sunday morning, one of Andy Spencer's customers at Les Schwab went to Andy's house to see if he could help.
You got it.
Andy got in his truck and drove up and down the streets, helping anyone who needed it. He worked at it pretty hard most of the day.
That's all of them.
Andy didn't tell anybody no. He really went above and beyond his duties as a manager and a neighbor. I'm James Hamilton, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
We were driving from Portland to California for a bike race when a tire went flat. We limped into Les Schwab, but it was closed for the night. Hoping for some good Les Schwab mojo, we began changing it ourselves. Just then, John appeared and reopened the store. He quickly assessed that all the tires were about to go and got us a new set so we could make the race. Super John deserves a medal for rescuing our road trip. I'm Kim Brown, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you've stopped saving, let us help you start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow from US Bank. Save a little every week with every purchase, every paycheck. Watch your savings grow. When you reach $1,000, you'll earn a $50 rewards Visa card. Earn another $50 when you keep it for a year. Save for a wedding day, a family, or your house. Just start. All of us serving you. US Bank.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said,
Go to Les Schwab.
When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
And we're back. at the Pendleton Convention Center, high up in the rafters, the 2012 OSAA US Bank Les Schwab Tires 2012 state championship game, and East Linn Christian Academy goes on to win the war of attrition with Western Mennonite, 36-32, the final score. Now Western Mennonite has just been awarded the trophy, and this is the trophy that's special to Pendleton here about what they do at this tournament. Days Creek wins the sportsmanship trophy in 2A boys basketball. And so Western Mennonite's fans get to celebrate being the best fans at the tournament. The first team all tournament selections, Bradley Branch of Western Mennonite, a unanimous selection. In this game, Chaz Hooley of East Linn Christian, a first teamer. Johnny Walters of Days Creek, Adam Moore of Regis, and Pavel Jurek of Vernonia, the first teamers. Second team, Central Linn, Zach Holloway. Western Mennonites, Dallas Rich. East Linn Christians, Jack Bates. Casey Peterson of Western Mennonite, and Austin Cutright of Vernonia. And those are the folks that are being introduced right now at the Pendleton Convention Center as far as first and second team all tournament. But Branch in this game for Western Mennonite, a unanimous selection. Casey Peterson, who was just announced for Western Mennonite as a second teamer, finished his tonight with just 2 points, but he was really quite a key out there on the floor for them, just making sure the ball got controlled. He had 4 rebounds in the game. Didn't have the shooting night that he would have wanted nor needed to have for the Pioneers in his final game with Western Mennonite. Peterson goes 1 of 7 from the field. Now Branch and Gabe Louthen, the leading scorers, with 10 apiece. And then Branch, a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds here this evening. On the East Linn Christian side of things, on the way to the win, Jake Bates has 11 points, going 4-11 from the field. Chaz Hooley, who is a selection here this year, is a first teamer for East Linn Christian, has 10 points and 4 rebounds, and 9 points for Cole Horner. They shut down Austin Bates like they wanted to, held him to just 6 points and 8 rebounds, but in the end, it's East Linn Christian Academy who hit some shots down the stretch. They shot 40% from the field, 14 of 35, while Western Mennonite was 13 of 34. The rebounding totals tied at 23 apiece. Turnovers, Western Mennonite 16 to East Linn Christian Academy's 11. And really turnovers late kind of were the difference in this game, that the reason that East Linn Christian Academy was able to win. Scoring by quarter, Western Mennonite 11-11, 6-4. Held to just 10 points in the second half. And Kyle Cowan had said, we want to hold guys to 10 points per quarter. They did it in a whole half here against Western Mennonite's offense. East Linn Christian scoring by quarter 8, 9, 9, and 10 to go on to the 36-32 advantage. Here at the Pendleton Convention Center, we're going to say goodbye, but we'll keep it here and show you the sights and sounds as we wrap up things here this evening on OSAA.TV. East Linn Christian Academy 36, Western Mennonite 32. Thanks for joining us here tonight for the OSAA.TV coverage of the 2A state championships. The trophies will be awarded here. Western Mennonite, their second place trophy. East Linn Christian Academy, their first place trophy. And we will sign off here for 2012 from the Pendleton Convention Center. But next week, you'll be able to see 4A, 5A, and 6A state championship games here on OSAA TV. For now, thanks for joining us from the Pendleton Convention Center. I'm Eric Olson saying good night, and we'll talk to you again soon.